Demos, demos, and more demos. This is Steam Next Fest June edition, where developers from all over the world are giving you free access to demos of their upcoming games on Steam. All week, you can play as many as you want across all genres, and wishlist the ones you love so you can be notified when the game officially launches on Steam. Oh, and while you're here, be sure to check out the schedule for all the developer live streams and the chats that are happening all week long, including the official event stream kicking it all off on day one. And new to Next Fest? Badges! Earn one for playing your first, your fifth, even your 10th demo. Hundreds of demos, oodles of fun. This is Steam Next Fest.
Welcome everybody to Steam Next Fest June 2022 edition. Steam Next Fest is a multi-day celebration of upcoming games. You can explore and play hundreds of game demos, watch developer live streams, and chat with teams about their games in progress. And all of these games are coming soon to Steam. Welcome everybody. I am Sumichu, and joining me is my co-host, Jay Hobbs. Welcome, Jay Hobbs. Good morning.
Hey, Sumi. Thanks for having me. I'm super glad to be back here talking about Steam Next Fest once again. Remember, Steam Next Fest is running from now all the way through June 20th. So as you check out all of these game demos, everything you see today, every trailer, every game is going to have a demo associated with it that you can play for free right now. And you should wish list any games that you find are going to be just kind of on your list, you know, things that you want to grab as they become available. Sumi, what do we got on the docket for today?
We have 4 genres that were curated by the Games Done Quick team. They worked very hard to go through all the hundreds of games to highlight some of them that they felt that they really enjoyed themselves as well. And we also have one special showcase by a special host. And I'm not talking about myself, so naturally I'm talking about none other than Jay Hobbs himself. He will be doing a showcase of the Steam Deck and going into how we can play some demos on that as well. But Jay Hobbs, tell me, what's coming up first? We have 4 blocks, but what's first?
Yeah, so the first genre we're going to be looking at is the Metroidvania genre. Genre super, super dear to my heart. I absolutely love Metroidvania games. And without further ado, why don't we take a look at some of the ones that you can catch during Steam Next Fest.
Sometimes it can be hard to find the right path. So let's explore a few of your options with some upcoming Metroidvanias. First up, help the shipwrecked traveler Reed discover her own connection to a vibrant and mysterious planet in the hack-and-slash adventure game with time-bending puzzles, Zell. Next, take control of an alien hive mind to explore a distant world in Zappling Bygone, where powerful foes will share their memories and their abilities. Then, fight back against invaders from the very heart of your own world in the monochromatic puzzle adventure, Astronite. Finally, in Ghost Song, explore the desolate moon of Lorien to find, or perhaps remember, the truth. You're gonna need a lot of upgrades to win. But don't worry, because we've got you covered with hundreds of games you can play right now during Steam Next Fest.
Metroidvania is near and dear to Jay Hobbs' heart, but it's not only near and dear to Jay Hobbs' heart because we have 2 Metroidvania experts joining us this morning for a panel. Please say hi to Argic and Pleasantly Twisted. Good morning/afternoon.
Good morning/afternoon. I forgot it was afternoon for me.
That happens.
Time zone.
Yeah. Happens when you're super excited to talk about some games. So out of just that little bit that we got to see from a few of the games so far, what are you excited for here? Let's start with PT.
I am a sucker for pixel graphics, and I'm especially a sucker for things that look cute but try to kill you. So I'm completely on board for Astronite. It reminds me a lot of a couple of games I have in my library that are backlogged that I haven't played yet. We don't talk about it. But I'm just like, oh, that's my jam. I'm going to buy it and probably backlog it for a year, but I will play it. I'm really excited about that, and I want to see some more details about how it's going to navigate, how it's going to level, how it's going to change up stuff, and then, of course, if it's got the faded AI roguelike information that I like, because I like changing levels because I'm terrible.
Argic, anything jumping out at you from the few trailers we saw there?
So I like the fact that it's like the Metroidvania trailers, and then you see Ghost Song, and the way that the movement and the animation is, it's like, yo, look, is that Samus? It's like very similar to like firing the missiles and that off. It's like, oh, and then like kind of slim tunnels. It's like, I see what you're doing. All right.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. I've been lucky enough to see a little bit of gameplay of Zell before as well, and that one I think is super fun. It's definitely got the combat that I love, kind of hack and slashy, super fun, looking great to me.
Yeah, I'm personally a fan of Astro Knight as well. PT already mentioned a lot about it, but I just really love those graphics. Like, it's 2 colors, and yet there's so much detail in the atmosphere, in the characters and the enemies. Like, I don't know, I just feel I'm getting like Minute vibes from it, kind of.
Oh,
just,
Minute's great.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was reminded of. They're 2 completely different games, but I don't know. I'm just a big fan of that art.
Well,
but yeah.
We only got a small glimpse at each of those games, but we're going to take a deeper look at some others in the same Metroidvania genre. So why don't we look at our first full trailer for Curse of the Sea Rats?
Developed by Pettoon Studio and published by P-Cube, coming 2022, Curse of the Sea Rats, a Ratoidvania. Argik, tell me about what are your thoughts about Curse of the Sea Rats?
I like the pun. They did a pun. Ratroidvania. It's like great. It's like that was me. It's like that's it. I'm done. No, for me, I look at that and like it says hand-drawn animation, and it's like it looks really, really good. You know, it's like completely. As it says there, stunning, because it is. It's what it is there. But for me, it's the gameplay in that. It says Metroidvania, but to me, it looks more like a Castle Crashers or kind of Streets of Rage style beat 'em up. And it's like, I want to play that multiplayer because it feels like it's one of those games that's going to be a lot better just to jump in with your friends, have fun, go nuts, and just enjoy yourself. And then the Metroidvania aspect might be a case of you go to this level, but you have to come back later once you have a power-up of some kind. But honestly, it looks a lot of fun. I'm definitely down for playing some of that.
Yeah, I got a lot of Shantae vibes from it as well, in kind of the style, the aesthetic that they're going for and whatnot. Like if the animation is so good up front on this, if someone told me that this was like based on an animated TV show for kids nowadays or something, like I totally believe them because I'd have no way of telling that it was different. And then you mentioned the co-op aspect as well, Argik, and I'm super excited to dive in that too. But PT, even while we were sitting here watching the trailer, you were going on about like, I gotta get people playing this game with me. What were you thinking when you were watching it?
So I definitely want to see more of the multiplayer aspects of it, just in general. It can't be stressed enough that the hand-drawn art is top-notch. Like that is, it's fluid, it's crispy, wonderful cell shading, absolutely fantastic. And it looks like something that could be straight from an animation, like you said. But I also I'm a sucker for a good beat 'em up that I can play with friends. I like being able to just get with friends and be like, you know what sounds like a good afternoon? Let's go grab a Stella and let's just go beat up stuff. I like that idea. I like that idea. The pizza's not mandatory, but if you order it, I'm not going to be upset.
It's mandatory for some franchises, maybe not for Curse of the Sea Rats, but yeah. You don't see a lot of co-op in Metroidvanias, I feel like, because they're usually so based around exploration, and co-op stuff is more often tends to lean towards combat. So I'd love to see more out of the boss fights in the game, or some of the larger skills that they showed too, and how that also interacts with the multiple people and kind of contrasts with the exploration aspects of the game. I'm really just interested to see more about this one.
Yeah, I would really like to see how the co-op works because it says on the Steam store page that it's co-op with shared screen. So it's not split screen. So all 4 of you will be in the same screen. But I wonder if you're able to connect via online or if you can utilize Steam's remote play together. Well, you could probably use remote play together because I've used it for basically everything.
That'd be a really strong candidate for remote play, I think, too. Like, that would be clutch. That would be it.
I think so for sure. Yeah. Being able to connect, even if it is a local game and you're playing with people that are just from all over the world, that is a really cool ability here. Any other thoughts on Curse of the Sea Rats before we move on to another game in our Metroidvania genre?
Again,
I just want to.
We all got thoughts. All right, Argic, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just have to stress like the artwork again there. Just see, did you see the special attack as it started? It looks like it jumps out in the screen on you. It's like, oh, I want to see the other characters that has that. Because you saw the main characters, but there was like 4 others. It's like, okay, what are your specials?
Sumi, you go ahead.
I just wanted to know what the Curse of the Sea Rats were because I thought that they were just rats, but in the trailer it showed like a human turning into a rat. So was the curse that they turn into the rat?
I
or
missed
is that the start of the curse?
I missed that.
I don't know.
That's a keen eye there. I that's really cool. PT, what are your last thoughts on this one?
I know the answer to Sumi's question. It makes me feel away. But just the same, I think I'm most interested too in how the leveling stuff is going to work because it showed that you can level up and that there are skill trees. So I'm really interested to see how those skill trees are going to play out and if that's going to lean into more like light RPG elements. Does that mean I can upgrade things like a weapon later? Are we going to have spells? How is this going to work? Because especially with the co-op aspect of it, I also want to see how chaotic that's going to get because I am a purveyor of chaos.
That you are. I have known this for multiple times of doing this with you at this point. All right, well, Curse of the Sea Rats, as Sumi mentioned, releases in 2022, so you should wishlist it on Steam if you want to catch that one as it arrives. But for now, let's move on to another game. We're actually going to look at a game that we got to play for a little bit here and show you all a bit of a gameplay demo. Who actually got to play this one this time? Argic. Argic, you got to. So we're going to see what Argic thought of Moonscars, a new game from Black Mermaid that is going to be releasing 2022.
This is Moonscars, a brand new game demo that we're checking out for the Steam Next Fest Metroidvania 2D Dark Souls-esque. So let's just jump in, play the game, and check out the demo and have some fun with it. Void. good stuff. This is Void. Let's go into the Void then and see what happens. We're going to begin a new journey. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, hold the button. All right. We are holding the button. Away we go. Things double as you wait. What? You never come to purr on my knees these days. Aw, kitty cat. Or am I not a cat? Let's find out. Yeah, kitty cat. So the naturally perfect things, my poor friend, you were one of them. I mean, pets usually are perfect, yeah. Yep, I agree with that. I agree with that completely. Shape them in the image of man. Clay, bone powder, and a drop of ichor. That was just enough to make something mad. Uh-oh. I'm guessing that's what I'm fighting. That's a face. That is not a happy face. Oh, don't say the cat's been tainted. Don't say that. Maybe you are a god that failed. Ooh. No, it would just be cat. Gatto. Grey Irma. Yeah! I am bloody starving! Oh, are you now? Please don't tell me you want blood. Yo, look, jump on. Let's go. Slash. Slash. Yo, look, we can all... Yo, hold on. Did that hit me? Yeah, they hit me there. Oops. Left bumper to heal. Oh, the hunger fades away. The power of my sword. That's how I heal up the looks of things. Right, let's see what we get here again, if it is the third thing or not. So we've had Javelin, and we've had Whirlwind, and we know there was Pinwheel, and there was one other one. Let's see if there's another difference. Spear, Pinwheel, and Whirlwind. So yeah, so it changes each time. It changes each time, which is interesting. I want to see what Pinwheel is. And then we will see if we can use it against an enemy outside here. I didn't kill anybody, so there should be a whole bunch of you down here. Let's find out. Oh, that's actually quite nice. Charge it up enough, you do a lot of damage with it. And slam it down. Yeah. So yeah, we've got our witchery here. We've got our magic attacks. We've got our amulets that are going to augment our attacks or our movement. You've got our memory modes that are going to be down for our story points here. You've got the massive witchery skill tree. This is going to allow us just to go through and just make many different builds, many cool stuff. I mean, just look at how big this actually is. It's going to be really fun to get together and just try and figure out what abilities work together, what spells are really, really good. The one thing that is a bit disappointing is there wasn't really any boss level enemies, which would have been really nice to fight. Just try and get yourself stuck into a big chunky enemy. But yeah, like there's loads to look forward to on this one, like especially the mirrors and that as well. You have the spike menu giving you extra power-ups as you're going along until your next death. You get the dark mirrors here that'll empower you until your next swap. And then, of course, there's the Metroidvania style of like swapping between the mirrors and being able to teleport around the place. You've got more of the Moonrite we're going to have to learn about, and then a weapon rights and that as well, getting more specials. Like, there's loads of specials. Kind of roguelike in the swapping there, but honestly, demo, short and sweet. It's enough to whet the appetite, and it's definitely...
It looks like Arctic is adding Moonscars to his wish list. I personally am really awful at these games, so I will play the demo. I don't know, though. I feel like I just am very bad at combat. So, Arctic, can you tell me just a little bit about the combat system? I know that they specifically talk about, like, the parry system.
Yeah, so the game itself is 2D kind of brawler-esque. Think of games like Hollow Knight or a little bit like your Streets of Rage, things like that. You've got a heavy attack, you've got a special attack. In this case, you've also got Witchery, which is magic, and then of course you mentioned you've got the parry. Timing for the parry was a little bit difficult to try and get used to for me. An enemy would come in, you would swing, and if you hit the button right, boom, you would parry and you would knock them back, and it was really, really cool. Actually really useful, especially for environmental damage. There's a lot of environmental damage in the game, both for enemies and yourself. Thankfully, they didn't show me face-palming into a spike, but I face-palmed into a spike. It was great. But yeah, so it's like there's a lot to the game, which is quite nice right now in terms of the combat. You've got a variety of different enemies. You've got just your standard grunts. You can just hit a couple of hits, they're away. You've got stronger versions of them. They've got chunky health bars. You've got to take them out. But not boss level monsters. Just like they've got just a little bit more. So it'll take 2 full combos rather than 1. And then you've got flying enemies that are annoying as fudge because you'll try and hit them once and they'll fly away and back. And you come back and it's just not happening. But overall, if you've played any of the typical 2D games, like your as I said, your Hollow Knights, your Mega Mans, like you'll feel right at home with this style of game. I wouldn't say it's on the too difficult side. The game is pretty lenient in terms of healing and that as well. You can heal yourself, and you gain health back or you gain your magic back by just fighting more stuff. So it's pretty good in the way that it works.
I like that. PT, what do you think?
So there's a mechanic that's on there that I'm really invested in where it said full moon and ravenous moon. And I really want to know what the ravenous moon is about. Like, is that going to be, this is a temporary difficulty spike? Is it going to be more stuff is happening in the game that you can do for like side quests and things? Because you can't just put a moon on there that's blood red. It's just like bad things will happen. And I'm like, but what bad things?
Right.
I would like to know. I'm interested. I would like to see it, please. I would like to see it. But definitely kind of liking the whole mixture of having the witchery, being able to do a mixture of your melee attacks, kind of doing your different things with casting attacks. And then I think there's a little bit of a preview of a special attack that you could do in there as well. Special attacks, I'm wondering if those are going to be dependent on like your weapon or your weapon style or your weapon type. Is it a weapon type or is it a style? Which one are we going to go with? So those are my current thoughts, just looking at it from a glance, but I would like to see more about this Ravenous Moon, please. I would like more information. If you have a pamphlet, you could just put it right here. That would be greatly appreciated.
Just hand it over. Send it over fax. People still use that, right? So for me, just because I didn't get a chance to play it, but both of you did, the combat looked unapologetically brutal. Like not like you said, Argit, like it's not necessarily the most difficult, but it looks like brutal in terms of the time it takes you to swing certain weapons and stuff like that. Is that an accurate assessment? Does it kind of feel that way as you're playing it? Are you feeling all the impacts of these hits and everything?
Oh, 100%. You've got a lot of difficulty. Like you saw me getting the pain wheel, as it was called, and it's just you throw that special out and it's revving around and you slam it down, and it's like you feel it in the animations when you're going through. It does have a little bit of lag at the end of it because you've just done this massive hit. And same when you're doing the enemy swings and that, if an enemy's coming at you with a big old swing ready to go, there is a bit of a delay for you to go, by the way, parry, and then just you can swing at it. So it does have that weight to it. It has that feeling to it. And it has knockback. It has a lot of knockback. Like, as I say, it comes back to that environmental damage. Is there a pit with spikes? Put an enemy in it. Is there a wall there? Slam them into the wall. Like, just use your environment to your advantage on it. And to beat PT as well, you were mentioning there about specials. You do get different attacks based on the different specials that you can select as well. And the fun thing was, I reloaded into a second save file and it gave me another set of weapons. So there's like a little bit of roguelike going on in there. It's like, hello. I wonder how deep that is, though. So it's like, okay.
Yeah,
I would like more information.
Yeah, it did look like a massive skill tree where like in the gameplay that we saw, everything was like blocked off. I was like, wait, I want to see that. You have to show us, you know? So I guess we're just going to have to play. And for all of you at home who are interested, go check out Moonscars. You can type it in right into the Steam store search bar, check it out, wishlist it so that the devs know that you're interested in it, and also get notified when it actually releases. And I think we have one more game in this genre for the Metroidvania genre, and this is a genre that I already know PT is excited for. Let's take a look at Glimmer in Mirror.
All right. Glimmer and Mirror is developed by Maple Dorm Games and does not currently have a release date. So if you want to be notified when it does, then you can go ahead and add it to your Steam wish list. Now, this game's pretty kind of away from my general taste of games, so I'm going to immediately launch the discussion towards somebody who is very excited about this. PT, you were loving this one when you got to first see it.
So the demo for it has been out for a while. It's actually been out for a couple of Next Fest. So definitely go grab that if you're interested in things like Child of Light, if you're interested in Ender Lilies, Quietest of Nights. That's the one that it makes me think of the most because that's something I recently played. And even with the animation aside, it has a lot of those kind of Metroidvania and roguelike elements where you have to fill out your map. You're not going to know where you're going until you're actually walking through. But then the thing that kind of stands out to me the most, I am easy to appease, and the story is just corny enough that I'm like, I want to know what's going on here, because in the demo, they actually have a moment where they're talking to someone and they're just like, yeah, witch. And she just screams and runs off the screen. I was like, yep, I'm sold, because it's corny, it's cheesy, it's going to be cutesy. And then it's going to be like, oh, by the way, did you know that we're here to kill you? And it's like, right. Game trying to kill me. Forgot about that. Enamored with the anime stuff. Forgot trying to murder me. You're absolutely correct. Yeah.
Maybe I still need to go download this demo, because I do love me a cheesy, corny story. I mean, I am a Kingdom Hearts fan after all. So, Sumi, what were you thinking with this one? You were looking at it.
I definitely like the atmosphere. I'm a big fan of like atmospheric games in general, and I feel like that really hits for me. Like you could see that you're in like the forest, and you can see like the sunlight shining through the trees and like the leaves falling in the background. You can see the bell tower with like the cogs turning, and like they also said that they have some historic ruins. And I think I'm a really big fan of what I read on the store page that said you can collect different mirror spirit companions, and they all have unique abilities, and you can combine them. So I'm wondering if that's like, can I combine like water and leaf and make like flower or something? Like, I just really like that kind of custom thing. But the one thing that really called out to me that I was like, I want to play this game real bad, is that you get different endings based on choice, and that's like, that hits my visual novel type desire for a game. And I don't know, it's just one of those games that when I know there's different endings, I will play the game over and over again and get every single ending.
Yeah, Argic, I saw you nodding along with the endings there too. Is that a big thing for you?
Yeah. I'm just thinking, I hope the game has multiple save files now, because okay. No, I'm doing that with Elden Ring right now, and I'm getting very close to the point of I've got to make a choice. It's like, oh, I don't want to make a choice. But no, having multiple endings is always fun, because it extends the length of the game. You know, it's like one of the things everybody wants to know when you play a game is, am I going to get value out of this? Am I going to get replayability? Multiple endings will give you that perfectly. Like, sure, you may know where everything is a second time around, but you're going to be able to change it up, play it differently, if you're going to be able to customize your companions like that. I like the fact that, Sumi, you were like, is it water and we can make flowers out of it? I'm sitting there going, can we combine double jump and dash? Can we go fast now? Is that what that is?
No, the speedrunner took over.
Yeah.
Oh, the speedrunner took over. It's like, but the movement tech, I would like to see it.
Yeah, it's like, can I do that? Is that movement? Can we go fast now? I wonder. Let's see. So it's like, but it's definitely looks like a whimsical adventure, you know, just something real cool. The main character just reminds me of Aurora from Child Delight, so definitely want to keep an eye on.
Yeah, well, Argic, you're swinging me around to this one. Again, all of the games that we are showing today have free demos available right now in the Steam client. So, hey, even if you're not sure if it's your kind of thing, why not give it a try? You'll never know, and it's free, so you might as well. With that, that's going to close out our Metroidvania genre. But before we go, just wanted to say, Argic and PT, thank you so much for being on this. Argic, where can people find you? You kind of alluded to what you do a little bit already there with the speedrunning.
Yeah, you can find me over twitch.tv/Argic or youtube.com/Argic as well. I'm a speedrunner, Sonic speedruns mainly, but I do love speedrunning some indie games as well. Things like Spark the Electric Jester and Freedom Planet. Always good games. Check them out if you can. But yeah, always I just like speedrunning, going fast. If a game has the ability to go fast, I probably want to do it. And you can find me there.
And PT, where can folks find you?
You can find me everywhere as Pleasantly Twisted. Make sure you don't put vowels in Twisted, because that is someone completely different. It's not me. I have no idea who they are. I don't claim them. And I do a combination of things. I do challenge runs, speed runs, and I like to do 100% completions because I hate myself. And I have been doing, if you come over and stop by, you might get doses of Paper Mario, or you might see Bloodborne no-hit, because that's just the type of variety we offer. Or you might see Katana Zero speedruns. I play a little bit of everything, and we try to talk about game design, and it's a good time.
Awesome. Thank you so much to both of you for joining us for the Metroidvania block. And like PT said, she has a lot of different types of games that she plays on her stream, but we also have a lot of different types of games on our stream as well. We are going to move over to a new genre. So let's take a look at cute.
Welcome to Steam Next Fest. You can go ahead and put away all the adorable cat pictures now, because Steam Next Fest has all the cute games that you need. Let's get things rolling with the fast-paced classic platformer where even the ground can be charming, Rog'n'Roll. Next, let's check out Frogun. When Renata's parents go missing, only your wits, reactions, and frog-shaped grappling hook can save the day in Frogun, a 64-bit inspired platformer. Then, you can build the perfect civilization any way you're feline in Catizens. Finally, hunt, gather, and discover both new lands and ideas in the Stone Age city simulator, Roots of Pacha. Make sure to check out all of these games and hundreds more during Steam Next Fest.
We got a lot of cute games this time around here at Steam Next Fest, and I want to quickly introduce some very cute people who will help talk about these cute games. We have Kung Fu Fruit Cup and Spike Vegeta. Welcome to the both of you.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. I don't know how I ended up on the cute block, but someone must have got lost on the way to the office. But hi, I'm Spike Vegeta. Let's talk about some cute stuff.
We got a lot of cute games. We got a little taste of some of them in that kind of genre overview there. So anything jump out at people already out of what they saw there? Fu, let's start with you.
So there was the kind of like prehistoric multiplayer that looked really cute to me. I really liked, I just saw the moment, when they transformed into an owl and kind of like the different things that you can do there. It's not just like hey, let's build our civilization together, but like there's more. It looks like you can see some lore built into that, like some really fun kind of, I don't know, things like they play around with, like, not only is it in this, older age, but like the things that they pray to can really help them. It's got that connection to nature. And I love that personally. I'm like, anytime I can bond with an animal, talk to an animal, anything like that, I'm in. That's me.
Yeah, very exciting to see there's also like multiplayer involved there, potentially a lot of community building you can do. I thought that game looked fantastic. A couple that jumped out at me, definitely Rog'n'Roll. It'd be very hard to not say rock and roll every time I talk about it. But they knew how to like talk to me every time a speedrunner. Oh, he's rolling. Oh, he's going fast. All right, let's go. Licking my chops. Let's get in there. But it gave me a lot of like Game Boy vibes. And Kung Fu, I know you're a big fan of like the Kirby series. Are you with me? Did you feel like you got some like almost Kirby vibes from like some of the bosses and just level design and whatnot?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of movement like that. That's not only like, it's like Kirby, it's got a little bit of that kind of like older Mario, Sonic, like all of that kind of combined together because of like the actual just literal character movement, and then all the different like kind of icons, the style of platforming you saw. It was like a real mashup, and I'm really curious to kind of see how that plays out.
Yeah, and it all looks super well done in like kind of the pieces they pulled from everything. But I'll let the hosts take over. My bad.
Well, I was saying, it looked like they were playing with tropes as well, because like one of the bosses was an RPG fight, but the RPG menu was there and everything. Like that was super cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Can I just say that I want to download and play Catizens? Because I love cats and I love what I saw, but also Sent did the VO for the trailer and he purred into the microphone. And I was like, oh my God. So Sent definitely marketed directly to me right there. I'm about to try some Catizens because of him.
I would play with you, Sumi. I would definitely play with you. Again, any animal things are going to stand out to me in the first place, but then it's like more fun multiplayer things. It seems like it's got another one of those entries that's just going to be very chill, like very relaxing for you to do and to do together. And you have all that good customization in there, like all the different cat styles. It was really cute.
Well, I hate to cut you off. We've gotten so much to say about just the little snippets we got there already, but let's keep the animal theme rolling and let's take at a game that is developed by Massive Monster, and the publisher is someone that you might be familiar with, Devolver Digital. Always love the games that they end up signing on to. This game comes out August 11th in this year, 2022, so coming out pretty soon, and it's called Cult of the Lamb. Start your own cult in the land of false prophets, venturing out into diverse and mysterious regions to build a loyal community of woodland worshippers and spread your word to become the one true cult in this How Is It in the Cute section video game, Cult of the Lamb.
Cute. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know how it's in this section, but I kind of do because it's just, it's adorable. I love the opening and cinematic, the opening animation and everything. It's super cool. This is one of my highlights so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm totally with you. It's absolutely adorably animated. I love, like, you can see how much love and work they've put into this game clearly. Like, it's so clean and it's so smooth. It's definitely an animation style that I personally love. And it's just that wonderful combination of, whoa, my goodness, this game is actually really dark, but why does it still look so cute? I don't understand.
I've rarely have I ever seen a trailer that should suffer from like horrible tonal whiplash, but it actually owns every frame of it so well that you're never like, this is weird. No, it's like, oh yeah, we just watched this like death cult moment, and then all of a sudden, bada bing, bada boom, everything's cute little woodland creatures, and now we're in like, you know, some like Soulsborne, like, you know, a lot of pattern recognition, dodge rolling and everything. Now all of a sudden we're like building a farm. It's all over the place, but it weirdly works the whole way through the trailer.
Yeah, even the press coverage for this game so far has basically echoed everything that you have all said. It's like Destructoid said it's the best new game shown off at Gamescom, and then Game Informer was like adorable and disturbing. And Games Radar said it looks like what would happen if one of your Animal Crossing villagers developed a satanic cult following.
Now I have to play this game. I have to play this game because as an Animal Crossing lover, that really, really speaks to me.
That's for years she's been playing Animal Crossing. That's all she wanted. What if I turn into a death machine? That sounds
like this is like the DLC, or you know,
right? Yeah, that sounds like the way to get me into that game.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Cult of the Lamb, I'm super glad that this one, we've got a release date, August 11, 2022. So it's coming out pretty soon here. And you can wishlist it on Steam if you want to be notified once it releases, when you can actually pick the game up and try it yourself. But like all the other games, it has a demo you can go download right now. You can try it out while we're sitting here. We got to wait until we're done with this broadcast to go try it out. But you all can do it right now. And yeah, I don't know, this one, the trailer and everything, it just spoke to me so much. I'm super looking forward to this one.
Same. Absolutely. I was getting like Don't Starve Together vibes from like the way that you walk around. I love the dynamic camera. And I don't know, I also felt like I was getting like Paper Mario vibes because it's really cute in that way as well. So
a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. I can see what you're talking about. I can definitely see where you're going with there. I mean, you never know.
Thank you for recognizing me. I feel seen.
Sumi was like, I'm going to sound so stupid saying this. Please, someone join me on this.
I'm here.
Paper
That's
Mario,
my purpose
right?
today, I guess, right?
But Kung Fu, we actually had you play a game in this genre as well, right?
I did. I sure did. It was Hamster on Rails. Very, very cute. I mean, feel free to let everybody see what's going on with that.
Yeah. All right. So let's do it. Let's take a look at Kung Fu playing Hamster on Rails.
Alrighty. I am here to try this Hamster on Rails demo, which looks super, super, super cute. It is apparently a rail building game for hamsters, and it looks adorable. The music's very cute. The design and aesthetic is very cartoony and adorable, and all the little hamsters are super cute. Kind of reminds me of a hamster-based anime that I used to watch that I loved. So, okay, let's WASD here. I think I solved the dilemma. 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at me! I solved it. My bad. I had extra. I placed them in the wrong spot. That looks perfect. Well, no time like the present. Let's see, we got our ore. This is so cute. Oh, I gotta see if I have more skins and stuff. Right, this treasure chest is gonna give us something. Yay! I got new. I have a winky face. Ooh, I love it. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I don't know. I like the classic, but this is a really like powdery color with a little blush. Blush shows better on it. Very cute. Very cute. I don't know if I'm gonna change from this one. Super cute. And here, I'm just, look, don't worry about it. It's kind of chaotic, but I think I've done all of the steps I need to get it. Look at that. This is filling in the blanks. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, look, they really do give you exactly what you need. For a casual gaming experience, they're like, we know the route and you have exactly the pieces you need. So it's kind of a good way to think like, okay, if I've used all my pieces, then it should be able to get everything, no problem. That means it's probably done right. There's only one way to find out though, with these cross pieces. So let's try it. Is the crossing section gonna go right? Woohoo! Oh, that's so cute on the decline. Okay, so that totally worked. It worked. See, I just can't turn something around twice. You can only turn it once. Woohoo! It's so close to working. I can't believe it. You got the flower. Thank you very much. Now just place the order. Oh. Don't worry, it will work. And best wishes for both of you. And now I failed. You can hit it more than once? Oh my gosh, game changer. Game changer. Oh my gosh. It's almost got like a retro-ish feel. Like it's tiled. It's really cute. It's cool. I like it. Oh, that was it. Okay, I was nervous because I thought that there were going to be even more mechanics introduced, and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I haven't had enough time with them yet. But that was actually perfect because I really thought that like, oh my gosh, there's a strawberry hamster skin, it's so cute. You can see all these fun like upgrades and things. So yeah, this was awesome. It definitely starts to test your brain as time goes on, but it starts easy enough where it feels like there will be enough levels in between. You can really get used to the mechanics and progress along with them, and then just be really happy because you're a cute hamster all the time. So I think it's adorable. And it was awesome. I'm glad we got to play it, and hope you all enjoyed too. And then we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it more. It'll be great. Awesome. Super cute.
So Kung Fu Fruit Cup said that the game is adorable, but we really need to know what the true expert of cute games, Spike Vegeta, thinks. Spike Vegeta, from 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, how cute is this game?
Oh my God, it's Hamster out of 10. Are you kidding me? Did you see that little demo? If you're a fan of like Hamster or anything, like God, you can't not think there's little balls of fluff. I love it. I love the little basically like dioramas. It gives you like Captain Toad treasure tracker, like just kind of the size of the map and everything. The whole thing just exudes cute. So whatever the max is plus hammer, it's like 10 plus or hamster, 10 plus hamster. That's how cute it is out of 10.
We got to get you back into school, learning those numbers once again.
Yeah. I got a first grade math teacher at home going, oh God.
Why did I find this channel? It made sense to me.
I guess hamster's a variable in this equation. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I totally agree when you mentioned like Toad's Treasure Tracker. I love games that are just little bite-sized puzzles because I feel like we've seen a lot of big shift towards, dungeon-based games for puzzle games or big, like kind of open puzzles, stuff like that. And I really do love that space for bite-sized puzzles, just
Yeah.
It curated level design, just straight one. You know exactly what your goal is when you walk in there, and you just got to try to do it. But I especially love when games like that have different goal states you can reach for. Like if you just want to get to the end, you just try to get to the end. If you want to get all the little collectibles, you can do that too, but it might be a little bit more difficult. And Fu, it really seemed from your gameplay that this one takes that route, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm the kind of person who's like, well, if I think it's possible, it's a puzzle to get everything, then I need to get everything.
Yeah.
So that's what I sat there doing. And I was surprised because like at the beginning, it's like, okay, this is very straightforward. It takes you through pretty well. And it's even like, do you understand? Are you good? You know, it's like really good about prompting you to make sure that you know what's happening. So it guides you really well. But then when it's, since it's a demo, it skips you forward a few levels. And I got to a point where I was like, I don't know, man, it's really stumping me. So it's very relaxing, but also like it works your brain. It definitely gets to a point where it's going to work your brain. It's good. It's great. That seems like it, the purpose of that game, it's definitely like fits really well into that genre. And it's more than just like a complete, like, no thought game.
Right.
There's definitely more to it.
Sure.
Yeah, which is the kind of thing I think people will sometimes associate cute with easy or trivial or something like that, and they're not the same thing whatsoever. You can have a completely cute aesthetic that is still a pretty difficult game, and I think puzzle games tend to walk that line pretty well as well.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I guess come aboard this adventure through different worlds with your railroad builder hamster friend. If it looks interesting to you, you can go download the demo in the Steam client today, right now. And again, that is Hamster on Rails, developed by Virtual Arts Studio. Does not currently have a release date, but you can wishlist it to find out when it does. With that, any other thoughts on it before we move on to our next cute game?
Skins for hamsters.
Yeah.
I know, right? You can customize exactly how cute your hamster is, which at a baseline we've already established is at least a 10 plus hamster plus whatever color you want. It's bonkers.
All right, hamster in a parka is the new top of the scale, I guess. I don't know. But let's look at another game here in our cute games genre. It's a game from Tinyware Games. So they're actually self-published as well. And It is called Misc, A Tiny Tale.
It's a great day for an adventure. You and me, why don't we go out and play? Just like the wind in the trees, I know you'll be there beside me. So come with me, let's go out in the sun. We're miscellaneous, so let's lend a hand to help everyone. We're free to be like this. We're happy to be here with all our friends so near. Looking up at the sky with you, I'll fly so high. You and
You can join Buddy and Bag Boy, two robots made of miscellaneous items in Misc, A Tiny Tale, developed and published by Tinyware Games. I just want to say, Bag Boy has a cat on its head, and that makes the game perfect. 10 out of 10. Spike, what are your thoughts?
Oh my God. I was sitting there like, oh, this is really making the cute block for me right there. I love I love whenever you could take something that like isn't inherently part of like, I guess like a regular characterization. Like one of them's just like, it's like, a miscellaneous, like a Coke or a Pepsi can is its body right there. One's like, it's a bag, which establishes like maybe some level of like self-doubt, but like there's also a cat up there. So that makes it adorable the whole time. I love all the characterization you get from the Misc, which I'm glad you told me that's how that works. That's where the title comes from. Kind of bringing all these little characters together. Super adorable.
Yeah, it's really cute. The first thing that I thought of when I saw it was like, oh my gosh, this is like if some of the nuts and bolts came off of Clank.
Yeah.
Because it's got kind of like that, platformy movement with it.
Yep.
So it's like combine that and then, you're literally picking up like nuts and stuff. And then just make it into its own little sentient being. And then it has its own tiny little adventures. And I love that.
No, I totally agree. I'm also glad we got both of you on here because I know you're both fans of 3D platformers, and
Yes.
a lot of us are. It's kind of a genre I think a lot of us grew up with, but it's a genre not a lot of indie studios go for because it's really hard to make well. You know, a 3D platformer is like hard to make. So I'm always impressed when they go for it, and I think that is something I'm looking forward to with trying out Misc: A Tiny Tale.
Yeah, it's one of those. Oh, sorry, Sumi, you go for it. You go for it.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just to say, like, we're getting to see on screen, like, the different, like, pieces of movement and everything. I can pretty much guarantee you, just watching this game, there will be a speedrunning community around it. Even though it might come off as like, oh, it's like super chill vibes and like, you know, it's maybe like slightly slower movement. But the fact that there's so many different, you got like a double jump in here. You're doing flippy doos everywhere, as you saw right there. You've got a dive, like almost like a 3D Mario style dive, a hover to it, like maybe even like swinging your like paperclip or wrench or whatever you got right there. Maybe that somehow extends things. There's so many different pieces of movement. I guarantee you there will be a speedrunning community around this video game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe I should have gone first because I was literally going to say that, and now I'm just like, oh.
Well, I mean,
this is the cute vlog though. We need to end on like, dang, this game is real cute. Did you see the dog right there? I didn't even see what the dog was made of.
Like, I'm surprised you didn't say it was like cat out of 10 after you mentioned the cat.
I'm sorry.
I'm like a really big fan. I'm a big fan of like the song that was playing in the trailer too.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a good day. And I'm like, it is a good day. It is a good day.
I super thought this one fit the cute category really well. And I was honestly loving the robot adjacent character animation. Like they're not robots, but they animated them in a way that is very like adjacent to that, very similar to it. And I was loving it. I just thought it looked super adorable. And I agree. I think it's going to be a very fun game and even a cool speed run to check out as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And for those of you who are interested in Misc: A Tiny Tale, please remember that you can go to the Steam store right now, try out the demo, and wishlist the game so that you can know when it's coming out. Because right now, the only date is soon. So for those of you who are interested, you can check it out. But that does unfortunately conclude the cute block. And that also means that we're going to have to say goodbye to our cute panelists, Spike, Vegeta, and Kung Fu Fruit Cup. Thank you so much for joining us today. Kung Fu, tell us where they can find you.
So I stream mostly on Twitch and do a lot of adventure games, RPGs, platformers, a lot of retro stuff, a lot of Nintendo, Beat Saber. And, you can catch me doing all of that and speedrunning Kirby if you do want to watch that speedrunning stuff.
Awesome. Spike, tell us where they will be able to find you as well.
You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. You can find me all over there as Spike Vegeta, the one and only. And I like to do a lot of, I talk about it a lot. So yeah, I like speedrunning video games, Donkey Kong, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, lots of different games. And I also like randomizers. I was just playing the new Donkey Kong 64 randomizer. It's as goofy as it sounds. Come check us out over on Twitch if you want to see that.
Awesome. Thank you to both of you. And now I think it's time for that very special showcase that I mentioned earlier, Hobbs. We have none other than our host extraordinaire, Jay Hobbs, to show off some of the great things about the Steam Deck, which came out very recently, and I'm still trying to get my hands on. We will hopefully, Valve, please, I would like a Steam Deck. But yeah, so we have two games that J Hobbs has tried out. Let's take a look first at 9 Souls.
Souls demo today. I know absolutely nothing about this game other than the fact that apparently it has a dash and a parry, which are two things I love to hear, so let's get started. Ooh, good sound design already. I am already loving the look of this art. This is some like top tier 2D like animation. Ooh. The words are left mysterious. What could have been said? Oh man, we are like messed up. I'm assuming that's us. Assuming that is player character. Getting pulled away. Wait, so like, were we dead? I'm confused. Do we play as a zombie? I'm down for that. Oh, hello. Okay. Can I do the R1 thing? No. I got it. Okay, so I got a parry. Then I can do it. And then I can explode them. Okay, but it doesn't instant kill them. All right. Cool. Can I dash in air? No. Okay, so it's just on the ground. Oh. There we go. Nice. Oh, we can hold on to this. Can we run up? Okay, we can run up to this. Oop, got hit on that one. All right, sweet. What's this? What is that in the background? It looks so weird. Oh, God. Sack of meat. Delicious. Blood-soaked crimson hibiscus. All right. Crimson hibiscus soaked with the villager's blood. The breeding facility. Oh, boy. Regularly gathers up 8-man bodies. Dismembers them. Oh, jeez. That description does not give me high hopes that we're on the right side, or that at least these people are on the right side of things. I mean, I already didn't have high hopes. Okay. Killed them. Oh, so we can't wall jump off of every wall. All right, good to know. We can wall run. What? I don't know what that is, but we're just going to kill it. Ooh. Nice. We hit them both. Okay, that was cool. Anything in there? No. 2 paths. Oh, mistimed. Okay, we'll just take you out. You seem weaker. The rangers. Ranged enemies seem weaker. Wow. Nice. Anything up this way? No. Okay. Drop down. Let's go left. Oh, you have a spear. You're a little different. I love... Oh, that's a really nice game mechanic thing I love when parry timings have like little flashes to them. All right, round 3. Let's go. Nobody saw round 2. Ow! Why am I so bad at dodging that one? Not dodging, but deflecting. Haha! I got it. Let's hit him with the triple. Ooh, massive damage. 1, 2. Oh, nope. Ow. Okay, hold on. Heal. All right, we're back in it. Nope. There we go. That was better. Let's go for the triple. Lots of damage. Let's go for the double for the win. Yeah, right as we were about to get destroyed. Oh, the explosion, too. That's great. Oh, can we beat him up? Oh, yes. Catharsis. Can we defeat you? Flashing like we can break you apart. No? I like that we can still hit him, though. What's over here? Oh, can't go that way. Interact. Is this an elevator? Yeah. Hey, that's the demo. Yo, I love, by the way, I love when demos are like, here's some combat, here's a boss. That's super, super great. That was super cool. I was really digging the combat a lot. I hope that there's more ways for me to like reduce cooldown on my dash or like find new ways to kind of move around to maneuver amongst the enemies. But just the core deflection into the charm usage, the dash through the enemies and then the explosion. Oh, it felt so tight. That was really great. So glad I got to check this one out. Super excited and looking forward to playing it now.
Developed and published by Red Candle Games and coming in Q2 2023, 9 Souls is now available in the Steam store for you to try the demo. So if you want to try it out and beat up a dead corpse for like 10 full seconds after it's already dead, just like J Hobbs, you can check it out. But Hobbs, tell me, what were your thoughts playing this game? I know you gave some thoughts there, and there was also like a centaur challenge or something like that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we didn't get to include it in there, but I accidentally later, like, I didn't realize that I'd unlocked a new boss challenge in the demo. So the demo's actually not over there where it says, thank you for playing the demo. And I really loved it. It was super cool because it had, first of all, a more difficult boss fight. It was one that I died to over and over and over again. It had 2 phases. And it also had a timer on it, and every time you got hit, it like added to your timer, and then it compared on a global leaderboard against other people. Oh. So I loved it. I thought the design of the Red Centaur, I think it was something called like that. I loved just the fight in general. I thought it was super fun. A lot of the attacks read very well, and then the game overall, it's just kind of emblematic of the whole game where everything felt really tight. I love me a good parry and a good dash, and this has a parry and a dash intertwined into each other. I thought it was super cool. I got to mess around just a little bit with the kind of skill tree system in the game.
Awesome.
Yeah, only leveled up like once or so, but I got to take a look at some of the things I would be able to upgrade. I was just absolutely adored this one while I was playing it. A lot of the combat especially, it was just really gripping me.
Awesome. Well, for those of you who would also like to embark on a journey of Eastern fantasy, explore the land that was once home to an ancient alien race, and follow a vengeful hero's quest to slay the 9 souls and maybe beat up a dead corpse for 10 seconds, you too can check it out on the Steam store right now. 9 souls. You can wishlist the game so that you can find out when exactly in Q2 2023 it comes out. But the action don't stop here, because we have another game in the Steam Deck showcase. But we're gonna wind back a little bit, calm down and chill, and explore some fancy art with Passpartout 2.
All right, time to check out Passpartout 2, The Lost Artist. I know nothing about this game series. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the title correctly. I sure hope I am. I apologize if I'm not, devs. But all I know is it's a puzzle game. Let's try it out. I like me some puzzle games. Start a new career. Easel. Are we an artist? Oh. All I have is an old pen. Okay. I'm guessing this is like size. Oh, you all are about to see how terrible my art skills are. Boy, let's see. I don't even know. Oh, wait, there's a knock at the door. Hold on real quick. We're just going to be real simple about this. Smiley face. Yay. I'm using a mouse. Like, what do you want from me? Does this make it smaller? It does. Okay, cool. Another one to the fire. Yeah. That's pretty, yeah. Would you like this sketch? Why you made the sheep with their art back? Okay. We're taking that off. We're gonna make it so you love this. You ready? You're gonna absolutely love this. We're gonna use this sketch as a base. And now, you will love this. And now it is art. Simple as that. That is how one makes art. Here, we'll just put like a quick little A in here. For no reason. Because we like the Avengers. Punks will love it. There we go. Just gotta will it into existence, you know? Come on, this is right up your alley. If you don't want this. Yes! Thank you. Be able to draw a birthday card for you. Yes. She loves pink and other cute things. Alright. I got just the thing for you. Okay. Alright. Here's what we do. We get rid of the business card part. Immediately. Just cover over that. And then we go and we say, it's a birthday card, right? It's a birthday card. So we say, you are closer to death. Yay. And then we, of course, we gotta stick some like flowers in here or something. That's eye-searingly horrible. Hold on. Do flower. I can draw a flower, right? Nope, sure can't. Okay. Well. Oh, well. There we go. Got one flower. Happy old day. All right. We got your card for you. Yeah. We got money. All right. Let's buy one more thing, call it a day. We'll buy... You know what? We don't have to buy the chisel pen. We could... The bristle brush was too expensive, right? Yeah, a little bit. We can get the watercolor. Nice. You know, I could be spending this money on a home, but more supplies. All right, time to check out Passpartout.
For those of you who also want to explore your inner artist, you too can enjoy Passpartout, the Lost Artist by Flamebait Games. And when is it coming out? When the paint has dried. J-Hobbs, tell me about your inner struggle as a starving artist.
Yeah, I'm just going to give major props to the production team for making it look like I knew what I was doing in that game for a while there. I'm not a great artist. I played that game on PC for a lot of it as well, at least for the recording. And so a lot of it was very done with a mouse. As you know, Sumi, I'm an MS Paint aficionado at times when I need to explain diagrams and whatnot, but that's about it. So I was just having fun with it. I wanted to bend the kind of, see how much the game would bend before it broke or anything, try to deliver a warning sign that's, a warning sign to not go in the water that just says swim here, please, with a big red circle. Things like that. You saw the anarchy symbol over the sketch I found in the trash and stuff like that. So it was super neat. The demo was very kind of loose and like open-ended in a lot of ways. It was not, it didn't really require you to take, a certain just set of steps in an order, which was kind of neat because it meant that you got to just do some art, have some fun. And I did get to play it a little bit on the Steam Deck as well. I got to even go out and touch some grass, as you saw there.
You definitely touched grass right there.
It was great. But it was super neat. I was a fool and didn't think to try the touchscreen while playing it.
I'm sorry. You going down the slide, I was just like, what is happening?
Well, you see, the Steam Deck is great because you can take it out and go anywhere with it. So you can use it to play all your favorite games in all your favorite locations. But genuinely, I did get hands-on with it a little bit while we were kind of recording these, or right before I recorded these demos and all that. And it was super neat. I even have it in front of me still right now. You can hold it up for the camera.
Beautiful.
And the things I loved about it is it fits my hands so well. The form of the device is fantastic. I am used to not really doing much portable gaming at all, and mostly because I'm a very tall and large person, and if I have to look down at a thing and have kind of crane my fingers over the buttons and everything, it really gets uncomfortable pretty quickly. But I had no problem playing this one just laying on my couch or whatever for a long time. I think it'd be super fun on plane rides, especially. I'd be using this all the time, and being able to expand my options to virtually anything in my Steam library, because I played several games on this, a lot of that were in the kind of great on deck category, which are games that have been verified by Valve to work very well on the Steam Deck. But I also played just random other games too, including the 2 demos that you saw today, and including things like Towerfall Ascension, things that just haven't been verified yet, and they still worked great. So that's not going to be the case for every game, but it was fantastic for me.
Yeah, and not only did you play it handheld, but you also streamed it from your PC, right?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So using remote play, you can actually play a game on your PC and then have it stream to the Steam Deck. So that way, if you've got a game that's a little bit more graphically intense, or you care about getting every, single frame for the best kind of response times and whatnot. For example, I played Dark Souls 3 on here, which actually worked really well on this. I was very surprised. I was getting anywhere from like 50 to 60 FPS most of the time. But if I wanted to make sure I'm getting absolutely every frame out of it, I could play it on my PC, but connect with remote play to the Steam Deck and actually play it on my couch on a different floor of my home, while still just having absolutely no noticeable response difference, like no noticeable lag or anything. It worked really well for me. I was absolutely stunned by how well it performed.
That is awesome. So for those of you who would also like to get your hands on a Steam Deck, you can go to the Steam store and you can type, I'm pretty sure like 99%, because this is what I do whenever I check my pre-order. I go to the Steam store and I type in Steam Deck and it shows up, and then you can see there's 3 different options, 3 different configurations for the Steam Deck that you can check out, and you can either purchase it or you can waitlist for it if you're getting like the super high-end one that I'm waiting for. But yeah, it's just, for me, when I use a Steam Deck as well, it's just like, it's a really fun experience. I travel a lot, sometimes for entire months at a time. And J-Hobbs, you know exactly how that feels as well. Being able to like take something to like kill time when you're stuck on an airplane or like on a train or something. I feel like that's it turns it into just like a really good time. That's not just like opening your tablet and watching like some stream or like a video or something like that. It's just like more interactive.
It's so good for that. And I want to give like also major props. So I've been using Valve's or the Steam client specifically, the controller configuration in the Steam client for years now, because it got redesigned at one point and became incredibly powerful. It's super useful, especially in like a speedrunning context, but just if you want to mess with the controls of any game. And that is also present on the Steam Deck. Like I can actually go into any game and not only reconfigure how everything is laid out. I can make, if I'm somebody who is very familiar with Nintendo games, so I want to swap the A and B buttons, right? I could do that. I'd be wrong, but I could. But not only that, there's actually back buttons there's 2 back buttons on each side of the Steam Deck as well. And you can map those to whatever you want. You can map them not just to individual buttons, but you can use them as, pressing multiple buttons together. So if you have a hard time pressing certain button combinations, you can do that on a single button instead. You can remap the touch pads and the analog sticks to work as, a mouse or a joystick. There was even a cool built-in thing for Dark Souls 3 where when you put your thumb on the right analog stick, the gyro controls move the camera. Ooh. It was really weird.
Wait, that actually sounds cool.
And thankfully, you also can disable it because it sounds really great for a lot of games. I actually know a few that I would totally use that for. I know a lot of people back when they played Splatoon, for example, said that it was the kind of thing that was really great. For me with Dark Souls 3, I wasn't quite as much of a fan of it built in, so I turned it off. And I just got my basic camera back, and it worked really great. But I'd love to experiment with that in a bunch of different games.
Cool. Well, you have it in your hands, so I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. More of your thoughts on it later. But, you got to enjoy some single-player games on the Steam Deck. But let's bring in some friends in a little bit and check out some multiplayer games in our upcoming block, the multiplayer block.
We all know that it's dangerous to go alone. So grab a friend and take a look at some upcoming games you can play together. First, let's travel back to a historically inaccurate past, where rival schools play a ball game with only one rule: score. But you'll have to get past the enemy team first, armed with stage hazards, wacky items, and their own special abilities if you want to win and not end up wigged out. Forget the hill. In King of the Hat, your headwear is the only thing that matters. Throw it to attack, but if it gets destroyed, so do you. In Turbo Golf Racing, up to 8 players simultaneously race and battle to claim the championship cup. Then, kick up the chaos to another level with Dash Cup Kickers, an arcade-inspired soccer game with over-the-top power shots and a rockin' soundtrack to match. Finally, grab a friend you can trust and hop, bounce, and blast your way to new heights in the adorable cooperative platformer, Uni Dooney. Hey, They say the more the merrier, and you know it's gotta be true because you can check out all of these games and hundreds more during Steam Next Fest.
Love to play games with friends as much as possible, so the multiplayer genre is a fantastic one for me, and fantastic one for our friends that are now joining us here on the panel. So say hello to Nuclear and Skybills. Welcome. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Sky and I both play games together all the time, so this was perfect for us to be on this together.
Nice. So tell me, what game caught your eye in this multiplayer trailer, Nukes?
I King of the Hat. I love the pixel art there, but then the fact that you are using your life source as a weapon to fight your friends. I'm just a sucker for that. That looks like a lot of great gameplay in there.
Yeah, I totally
Definitely
agree.
dangerous.
Yeah, it looks super neat. That was one of the ones that jumped out at me. How about you, Sky? Was maybe Turbo Golf Racing jumping up there for you?
How did you know? Absolutely.
I know, yeah.
I'm like, how do you take a game like golf and just make it absolutely extreme? Like, all I could think about is just like this esports scene for golf. And I loved all the colors, the intensity. And I'm like, this even looks so intense that I would put it up there with Rocket League. It was just so cool. I would definitely play that.
Yeah.
That's definitely what I was thinking. I was like, wow, they definitely brought a new meaning to carball, you know? It's a different carball.
Yeah, we got
to
do all of the carball sports. So it's just do absolutely everything: basketball, soccer, golf. Get it all in there. But those are not the only multiplayer games that we have here during Steam Next Fest. In fact, there are tons that we're not even going to show today, just due to time. But let's look at another one, and this one is near and dear to, I think, a lot of people's hearts. If you've ever gotten, a couple of parking violations, a couple of tickets, it's called You Suck at Parking from developer Happy Volcano.
You suck at parking. You suck at parking. You suck at parking.
You Suck at Parking is coming out in 2022. And for those of you who are interested in trying to park a car, it is a lot more difficult than it seems. You too can wishlist the game on Steam and find out exactly when in 2022 it's coming out. Now, Sky, you actually got to try an older demo of this game. Tell me a little bit about what is so charming about You Suck at Parking.
Well, it's not what it seems at a glance. It's almost like a logic puzzle, yeah? Because you have to be like, okay, what inputs are going to get me in that exact parking spot? And my absolute favorite thing, I've never had a game tell me that I've sucked at parking before. That is as advertised, because if you miss it, the game literally tells you suck at parking. And I'm like, that's got to be the best, you didn't succeed in your mission screen I've ever seen. But it's very logical. It's puzzle-like. It's zany and whimsical. I would recommend this for anyone's wish list. This is just so much fun, and playing it with friends, even that much more better.
So, Nukes, you said earlier that you love playing games with Skybills. Do you think that You Suck at Parking is a game that you would like to play with Sky?
Oh, heck yeah. First of all, look at the cars. They have hats, and they're not just ordinary hats. There's a sunny side up egg. You can have an eggplant on your car's head. Yes. I want to dress up my car. I want to go around these different terrains with friends and try to not suck at parking.
Yeah, it's also... Oh, sorry.
All I was going to say is it looks so chaotic with a ton of different people playing. I think it's up to 8 people or something like that can all play at once. And to be able to have that many people driving on the same course at the same time, I don't even know, if you clearly don't take turns, but I don't know if you can knock people out of the parking spot or if it's first to get there wins. I'm confused, but I know that it's going to be a good time with a bunch of friends.
Yeah, in the older demo that I played, if you crash, there are other cars that like are AI cars and they're driving, and if you crash into them, you like explode. I'm going to assume that that's what happens when you crash into your friends. I feel like it's kind of like a golf with your friends style, where you can totally ruin everyone else's parking.
Yeah.
And that is like my jam, because I like messing up everybody else's day. So I don't know, it's just really fun. And also another challenging thing about You Suck at Parking is that you're limited on gas. So you can't just keep like trying to reverse and go forward reverse to get into the spot. You have to fit your car in the square. It has to actually, a certain amount of your car has to fit in the parking spot. And you, if you take too long, you run out of gas.
So in other words,
if you ever stop, you're just done.
It's designed perfectly for where the market is right now with all the gas prices and the economy. That's beautiful.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, let's take a look at another game that you can play with your friends here in this multiplayer genre, and that's called TopplePOP Bungee Blockbusters, which one of our very own here actually got to play, I believe. Or actually, a couple of them.
Both of them.
Both of us.
Yep.
And some friends. But let's take a look.
Yo, what's up, Steam Next Festers? Watching the show. We're showcasing a lot of awesome games today, and now we're popping into this absolutely adorable, hectic, chaotic, super fun game, TopplePOP. I'm Spike Vegeta, and I am joined today by three of my good friends and cohorts. Y'all want to start introducing yourselves? Who are you?
Yeah, hey, I'm Author Blues. I'm a Twitch streamer and YouTuber.
I'm Nuclear, and I'm also a Twitch streamer.
I'm Skybills, and I am also a Twitch streamer and esports player.
And again, I am Spike Vegeta, and I like to stream on the Twitch, and I also like to upload stuff to YouTube. It's a cool time here. And today, once again, we are jumping into this game called TopplePOP. We all got to kind of just look at a little bit of the demo before. It looks like it's kind of I don't know about you guys, I'm kind of describing it as like, it's like Puyo Puyo, Tetris, but you can like shove stuff in places.
Yeah,
it's
with like
weird.
a physics feel to it.
So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and dive in and start showcasing some of this game off, trying to check out the demo right here. Don't judge us too much. I'm terrible at Puyo games.
Yeah, we're starting off with the 4-player free-for-all, and the goal for this game is to match 4 in order to make blocks disappear, but what you really care about is getting all of the ones with faces, so all of your friends you're saving.
Your little buddies.
I think I can.
And you can yeet the blocks, you can drop them nicely. You just gotta...
I'm dropping them too nicely.
You want to be one with the colors, you know?
Oh, we got off to a really rough start here.
I got a little thing coming up here. Let's go ahead and sure.
Oh boy. Touch it.
Oh no, I can't. It looks like, yeah, it's kind of the same thing as usual. You're trying to make a connection of like 4 of one color. Oh, there's so much junk on mine. What are y'all doing?
Well, who's to blame for that?
What do you think?
Oh, let's put a little bit right there. Oh, wow, we just got started. I want y'all to know, Steam, we were brought on here to play video games, be nice to each other. We are getting sweaty right away. All right, spiking off versus Nukes and Sky.
Color.
All right, Sky.
You know I love one colors.
Drop. All right. Pinks.
All right, let's start saving our first friend. Nice.
Oh, the garbage dropped right on our friend.
Oh, that was a inopportune.
Well.
Fine.
All right, I got a friend. Yep. Now we gotta, let's get this garbage off of this friend.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'll put this up here.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Well, be right.
Wait. I think, there we go. Okay.
No, I covered up a guy.
We got a big pile up here, Sky.
Oh, yeah. Hang on.
I just gotta let it go. It's just not gonna happen.
Okay. Put the little pieces. All right, I can pink.
Yep, I gotcha.
There we go.
I gotcha.
Okay, that was good. And then that also opens that up. We got a nice long boy here.
If we can get in this little.
Oh, just get in.
I got
just get.
Let it. There you go.
There we go. All right.
Nailed it.
Oh, we
Say it again.
Wow.
Well, that was a ton of fun.
I unironically had so much fun. That was
Yeah, for real.
What's everyone's favorite part of the game that we got to play today?
I really love the 4-player free-for-all. I just really enjoy, seeing on the sides of the screen everyone else doing really well and just like motivating me to do better.
I love the teamwork battles where you have to communicate with a partner to work together. I love it. Involves a lot more strategy and communication skills to get through it. I love that.
Sky, what about you?
I love the teamwork. I mean, it's such a good time. You have two people working against two people, and there's some strategy, but there's also still that chaos of the 4-player free-for-all.
Yeah, I've already brought up like the skill ceiling and everything that I think is super, super cool. I like that, as you can see right here, yeah, you can like shove your pieces into place, you can aim them and chuck them. There's so many different ways and different styles to play. But also, once again, I gotta give a shout out, so we don't talk about it enough. The music is really good in this, and the game is adorable.
Super solid.
Playing as all the different animals and everything. I love it. TopplePOP, make sure you check it out.
It looks like a regular puzzle game until one of the blocks tilts over and then everything goes off the grid. TopplePOP Bungee Blockbusters will be coming out later this year. And both of you, Nukes and Sky, both of you were able to try this game and both of you were saying that you couldn't put it down. Nukes, tell me, why couldn't you put it down?
The pacing of it was fantastic, but it also just chaotic energy that I think anyone of any skill level could pick up. There also was just so many different modes we were able to do. You just saw a glimpse of that in that little clip right there of us playing, but you can adjust the speeds, you can do challenge modes, you can work together as a team or against each other. There's just so many options, and it's just incredibly super, super fun.
Yeah, y'all were telling us that you actually cleared the expert mode at the end. Sky, you want to talk a little bit more about that?
We did. So there was 4 of us playing together, and it took us a couple tries, but once we figured out how to communicate, we actually just did it. Like, the thing was, there was supposed to be some verbal communication and nonverbal communication as well, because if 4 people try to talk at the same time, that even makes it even more chaotic. So once we kind of picked up a rhythm, we managed to clear expert. Why did we do expert? Spike said we were a bunch of gamers and we could do it, and we did it. We were really proud of ourselves. So a ton of fun, and again, just so many different strategies. And again, there's that verbal and non-verbal component as well, too, to it.
Awesome. It looked like a lot of fun. It looked super hectic, and I loved watching you do 2v2 and just kind of seeing how different you both teams played. So it just shows that there's just a really variety of gameplay, and all 4 of you were clearly esports gamers who were able to clear expert. And now I'm gonna go bother Hobbs to play it with me later because I want to try it too. And for all of you who would like to try TopplePOP Bungee Blockbusters, you can check it out in the Steam store. You can search up the name TopplePOP Bungee Blockbusters, and you can wishlist the game so that you can figure out when in 2022 the game will be coming out.
And real quick, while you're there and looking at the game, check out the trailer in the Steam page, because I watched that one and it has a lot of footage from like pre-2020 conventions and stuff, and the smiles on people's faces as they start to kind of figure out ways to mess with their friends or just to solve these puzzles with their friends if they're doing the co-op. It was just incredible. It was great to see. So highly recommend checking that one out. But let's move on to our next game here in the multiplayer block, and that is Camped Out, brought to you by Inca Studios, with a currently unknown release date, but hopefully very soon.
Hello there. I would like to introduce to you a cooperative, friendly, fast-paced, and fun-filled game by the name of Camped Out. The first title from Inca Studios from Melbourne, Australia. Camped Out is a couch co-op game for friends and families where up to 4 players work together to set up their campsite before nightfall. Work together as a team to complete campsites and unlock further areas in the game world. Throw into the mix some hazards from natural environments such as bears, critters, ghosts, and spider traps, and things are sure to get out of hand quickly. Oh, there's a bear now! A hearty offering of fish. And the bear is on its way. Be sure to share the tools, as there's only one tool per job. A hatchet to chop down the trees, a pickaxe to harvest the rocks, a fishing rod for fish, and a mallet to finish off the job. Each level is a race against the clock, where players are required to build tents, construct a campfire, cook enough food, and get into bed before darkness falls. To achieve these objectives, players must harvest resources scattered around the level and satisfy the building requirements while avoiding hazards, navigating the landscape efficiently, and work cooperatively to complete the objectives as quickly as possible. Oh, that's one tent complete! Now, 2 tents complete. 3 tents finished, 1 to go. The last tent is finished. Well done, campers! A straggler! Quick, get to bed before nightfall! Ha-ha! Success! I hope you enjoyed this gameplay demonstration. You can wishlist Camped Out now on Steam. See you at the campsite!
Like the narrator said, if you would like to check out Camped Out, there is a demo available now, and it will be coming soon to a Steam store near you. Go ahead and check out Camped Out by going to the Steam store, typing Camped Out ! And wishlisting the game. Now, this game definitely has, to me, like that Overcooked vibe, but with annoying animals. And I know, Sky, you mentioned that you love the little animals. Tell me about that.
Oh, I saw the bear and the beaver, for example, and I'm like, I don't want to stop them from their objective, even though that is totally the opposite part of what the game is. How could you not let those animals have whatever they need from nature? They're too cute. They're too cute. I wish they weren't our enemies in this game.
Yeah.
I agree. The whole thing I thought was just, it was very controlled chaos in a way, right? Like it seemed like one of those chaotic co-op kind of games, style of, moving out or Overcooked or what have you. It looked super fun. I mean, I just know from watching just this little bit of gameplay that this is going to be a game that my buddy and show co-host Keys Ron and I are going to be totally doing on our show as soon as it releases, because we just love to yell at each other the whole time. It'll be a blast. But Nukes, what were you thinking when you were watching this one?
Yeah, I love, as you were saying, that controlled chaos, and you have to be very aware of everything going on because there's always environmental changes. So, and I feel like you don't see that maybe as much in like Overcooked. I think that's a bigger difference, is you have now these animals that are going to be, you have to keep an eye out and make sure they're not hurting your attempt to set up your camp, even though you don't want to hurt them, as Sky doesn't.
I'm all for it. If they're in the way, get them out of the way.
Yes.
Like, do whatever you need to.
Well, for those of you who, once again, are interested in trying to set up your campsite, avoid getting destroyed by nighttime, then check out Camped Out, available on the Steam store, and make sure to wishlist any game here that you've seen so far that you're interested in, because not only does it let the devs know that you're interested in the game, but it also gives you some notifications when the game itself comes out. So make sure you do that, cater your wish list to whatever you like, and yeah. That was Camped Out. But that also means that is the end of our multiplayer segment. We're gonna switch out a panel, but before we do that, Nukes, tell us where we can find you.
You can find me Nuclear, name right here. You don't even, right there. It's spelled a little funky. But I'm on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. Give me a follow. I do lots of gaming. Mostly do some randomizers, a lot of Ocarina of Time. Been doing some challenge runs of video games, and I game with Skybills all the time. So definitely a multiplayer aspect there as well on my stream.
And Sky, where can folks find you?
Folks can find me at Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter as well. And I've also been doing a ton of various challenge runs, especially Pokemon. Also, big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering as well.
Sounds great. Well, thank you both for being on here. And without further ado, let's move on to our last category for today. The last genre we'll be looking at is the puzzle genre. A lot of games fit into this one, so let's take a look at a few.
Whether you're looking to solve some serious ciphers, or just to enjoy a brain teaser on your lunch break, Steam Next Fest has a puzzle game for you. First, let's check out Akura. Washed up on a mysterious island, you'll need your wits about you to survive this open world take on a classic puzzle formula. From one block to another, let's look at Blocky Dungeon, a turn-based roguelike that takes place in a constantly changing dungeon that you build up and tear down. Flee from scary monsters, overcome tough challenges, and explore an unwelcoming world with your teddy bear sidekick in Daydream, Forgotten Sorrow. Explore mixed-up magical worlds and sort things out in Harmony's Odyssey, a 3D take on a classic jigsaw puzzle. Finally, point, click, and punch your way through a dystopian future where animals have replaced humans in Brock, the Investigator. Don't worry if you haven't figured it all out yet, there's still plenty of time to ponder over these and more puzzle games throughout Steam Next Fest.
Puzzle games aren't only your typical jigsaw puzzle. There are so many different ways to enjoy a good puzzle game, as you have seen in that trailer. But here with us to talk about these different games are puzzle masters, Edo Bean and Test Runner. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Test Runner, you're so soft. You seem so shy, but man, when you're doing GDQ Tech, you're like, let's go. We have to do this right now. So
Things gotta keep moving. Yeah, you know.
It's definitely cool to see a different side of you. Now, J-Hobbs, let's start with you. Tell me a little bit about what puzzle game interested you the most.
I think I liked the look of Blocky Dungeon quite a bit there because it just the way that the dungeon kind of unfolds based on these kind of just similar to Tetris-shaped pieces, right? These little 4-block pieces, the way that you seem to have some control over that. I'm not sure exactly how much control yet. I think it's super cool and kind of just completely changes that style of just dungeon crawling-ish little, kind of game and turns it into more of a puzzle. I was blown away by that.
Awesome. Edo, what puzzle game really stuck out to you?
The Harmony Odyssey looks really interesting. It really does remind me of those slide puzzles that you would do at home, or certain games would have that kind of element. I feel like that's especially its cutesy art style. I already know I'm definitely gonna have it. Probably gonna get that game most likely.
Awesome. And Test Runner, what about you?
I guess I'm a bit of a traditionalist, but I'm gonna have to give my head out to Akura because I love the Zelda. I love the kind of the Sokoban puzzles and the whole you get items to help you do new puzzles. I think it's a really cool mix of those two genres.
Yeah, I like that. And I just have to say, I gasped when you said Sokoban because Sent in the background is definitely cheering right now. For those of you that follow J-Hobbs on Twitter, he actually did a poll that said, how many of you know what Sokoban is? And what was it, J-Hobbs? You said something like 15% was
something like that.
Oh my God.
So for you,
yeah, for you 15%, you're going to absolutely love this one because you know exactly what it is out of the gate.
Yeah, for me, I really liked Daydream Forgotten Sorrow because it has that creepy vibe. I'm a big fan of horror games, that kind of creepy atmosphere that just kind of puts me in a scared mode. And I definitely got Little Nightmares vibes from that game as well, just from the lighting and the graphics itself and the way that you navigate the map. Definitely interested in taking a look at that.
I got to say too, the best animation out of the bunch probably was from Brock the Investigator. And I'm a big fan of animation in video games. So looking forward to that one as well. But with that, let's take a deeper look at one of the games that you can find here during Steam Next Fest. Again, every trailer you see here today, all of the gameplay, you can go search the game in your Steam client and you're able to download a free demo in order to play it yourselves right now. So let's look at Lego Bricktales, a game from Clockstone and published by Thunderful. Lego Bricktales releases in this year, 2022. So if you want to be notified when it comes out, you can wish list the game on Steam. Now, I'm somebody who I've actually never really tried any of the Lego games before, but so many people swear by their quality. And I think with a trailer like this, it's pretty easy to see why. I already love the building aspect and the way that if you're not doing things just right, you can topple over, just end up breaking everything. Because for me, I look at that and I'm like, I don't care about doing it the right way. I just want to mess around with building random structures and seeing like how badly they can function but still work and get the job done. That's just the kind of chaos that I want out of a game like this. I don't know. TR, how was this game looking for you when you were looking at the trailer?
I mean, yeah, it seemed like a really interesting like way to kind of explore your engineering side. Like you have this problem and you can just kind of just try stuff out a safe way. And you know, it's I love how you can just kind of just build these contraptions and you know that half of them are going to just completely fail in spectacular ways. But that's the fun, right? It's a fun that like being able to kind of actually build something that like it's yours and it like did a thing, right?
For sure. And there was a lot of humor in it too. And I think the game was pretty cute overall. Probably could have shown up in our cute games group, I guess. I don't know. But Adelbeen, you were talking about that as well, how you loved how cute it looks.
Yeah, everything just looks nice. It really brings the nostalgia in me of days when I was a kid playing with Lego all the time. And it definitely like makes me really want to try this. I also love that like I almost think of like, is you're building a lot of things. So definitely like, I almost think like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, or even like
Right.
Kingdom Hearts with the gummy ships, where you're just like, you build your own thing, you make it your own style. So that's really interesting for me.
I completely agree.
So when I was taking notes, when I watched this trailer, I was like, the one thing that I typed right here, and it's bold caps and like bigger size than all the other text. It says, finally, I can build without losing my Lego pieces. Because whenever I tried to build anything Lego, I'm so disorganized. I always try to sort out all my pieces before I get started. And then I always end up losing something, like my cat will steal something. And I'm just like, so this game is perfect for me because now my cats can't steal anything. I'm very
I like
very happy about that.
You're already down to blame the cats. You know, maybe it was just something falling into the sides of the couch, but no, it's the cats. It's their fault. They're the ones grabbing.
It's definitely the cats. I would never ever lose a Lego piece and have someone else step on it later. No,
never. Not something that could possibly happen. But yeah, Lego Bricktales looks really cool. Absolutely excited to check that one out. Remember, folks, you can go play the demo right now. You don't even have to wait for us to finish talking. You can go seriously check it out right now in your Steam client. Just search Lego Bricktales, and you should be able to find it and download the demo for free today. But with that, let's check out another game, one that actually one of you got to play. Adelbeen, you were playing a bit of this one, Escape Academy. This one is brought to us by Coin Crew Games, and it releases very soon, actually, next month, July 14th, 2022.
All right, we are trying Escape Academy. Oh, escape the room. All right, let's do it.
Good
Let's see
luck
what's
in
around.
there, I guess.
Okay. All right. Oh, look at that. Oh, I see. So we got it. Okay. All right. So can't quite do that. Hang in there, buddy. Oh, I guess I'll read this. If you look, you can never leave. At last, you have uncovered our secret society as the clock tolls for your death. To know our secret, open your mind to unlock the all-powerful key of truth. Look at clock to open lock. Okay, where's the clock? Oh, it's over here. Clock is broken. Pretend it's 12:30. That's it? Okay, that's it. Oh, I'm assuming it's for this. How does it? Oh, okay. Oh, oops, I pushed the wrong button. Oh, okay. So it's 12. Bam! Serious clue. And I got a blue goblin. Nice. At least the secret society stays cool. Yes, it does. Oh, here I can. Oh, I got a goblet, a yellow one. And else? No. Okay. Oh, I see. I don't have a key yet. Okay. Ooh. Escape rooms. They're popping up all over the country, but are they the key to a good time? Sorry, we could only afford one treasure chest. Use your imagination on this one. Okay, so we have this. Oh wait, no. I gotta look at my things. So this is what I have to do. So blue, yellow, red. F R E. Oh, okay, it's free. Free, let's go. We got a key. Key of truth. All right, now look at this little. I like the little Illuminati looks. So far, this game doesn't look bad. It's actually really nice. Though the area here is really bad and not quite kept. So we gotta use the key. And that's it! Easy peasy! Look at that. Oh well. We got the bulb. That's the important part. Oh. Jacqueline. Jacko. But that looks like a middle name, so we still need the other two. Oh wait, no. We had the other one. It was Solange, so maybe that's the last name. And then... Oh! It's this, isn't it? Yeah, there it is! Sandy. Like the fox. Alright, so I think that's it. I think that's actually the whole thing. We just need to put in the name. So how do we do this? No. Oh wait, no, that's it. I just want to make sure they weren't tricking me and being like, well, it has to be Sandy. Oh no. Jacqueline. And it's Solange. There's a Shrek as an option. I love it. Bam! Let's go! Easy game.
Impressive. I knew I saw potential in you.
You've escaped. Yes, I did. Oh, wow. That was really cool. I enjoyed that. That wasn't bad. That was a really cute demo. I liked it. It's obviously it's a little bit on the short side. I kind of wish there was like maybe one more. But for what it is, it's not bad. I liked it. It's not too difficult. You still kind of have to think for a moment. I really do hope that the later escape rooms will have a little bit more challenge. But I do like how this is. I love the art, the graphics. Everything looks good. Gameplay is really smooth. I didn't have any issues. It's pretty simple. I feel like with something like this, it shouldn't be that difficult to control things. But yeah, I have enjoyed it. It's really good.
For those of you who would like to test your skill in escaping from an escape room, but without having to even escape your own house, you can check out Escape Academy by going to the Steam store and searching Escape Academy. You can wishlist the game so that you can get a notification when the game comes out, either July 13, 2022 if you're in my time zone, or July 14, 2022 if you're in J-Hob's time zone. We had like a whole argument about it while the game was playing, about what day it released on. But Test Runner, tell me, what is it about this game that really speaks to like true escape rooms to you?
That's a good question. I mean, I think the thing that's really interesting to me is like just the variety and the style, right? There's this really cute, instead of just being the more traditional, just here's a room, break out of it. There's this whole like academy theme, and there's like supposed to be training you up, and I really like the theming of the game, and the escape rooms are just in general a lot of fun. But one of the big thing that's hard to do is that like you have to find an actual physical place to do these. So having these like virtual ones are just so much fun. And I think this one actually also has some co-op, so that's super exciting as well.
Yeah, and to go off what you were saying there about the kind of theme and everything, we get even more of that in the trailer for the game. I think the character art looks fantastic for this game, and the animated logo that they have in the trailer as well is a ton of polish on it, and so I think that's hopefully a really good indicator for the rest of the game. I mean, it seems like it, and so it's a super great sign. But I'm with you, like, more escape room style games that play with the formula and stuff are going to be fun. I feel like escape the room style games kind of fell out of fashion for a long time after the demise of Flash, and it's time for them to make a comeback. I mean, we've only gotten a few since then, and I want to see more and more of them. Edo, did you care to expand on any thoughts that you were giving during the gameplay there?
The one thing that I really did like about the game is that there's such a story that's a mystery. So I feel like not only are we trying to figure out puzzles about the escape room, but we're also trying to figure out what is going on, what is about this academy. There's obviously more characters and their stories. So, and what was really cool is that when you do finish one of the escape rooms, you can go back to your dorm and you can actually like retry it again. So there is a little bit of like replayability to it, and how much faster can you go? There's the speed run brain in me kicking in, like, can I do this much faster? Can I figure this out much faster? And the fact that it's now co-op, it's like trying to make that work with another player. How well do you really link with that other person? And I think that's what's going to be really interesting once I really get to try the game.
Awesome. So tell me, earlier you issued the challenge, you know, that you're hoping for more challenges, but there are actually 5 different worlds, I guess, for the escape rooms, and one of them is like Hack the Professor. There's another one that's like, it was like the library that you were in, and then there's like just a lot of different areas that you could be in. So tell me, what kind of escape room theme would you be most excited for?
Truth be told, the hacking sounds a little bit on the fun side, because I feel like, what is it we're going to be toying with, and how is that going to work in the sense of what do we need to figure out? And I finally got to see the trailer myself, and I said, oh my gosh, there's so much more. So I feel like so bad that like they only gave us so little, but at the same time, obviously they're trying to pull us in. They're trying to get us invested. And that's why I feel like I can't wait. The hacking part, I really, really want to try.
One of the members of our production staff who's a fan of this one actually was telling us during the gameplay demo there that they give you kind of a timeline at the ends of the rooms too, where you can see exactly like how you were supposed to acquire things and how you actually did it. TR, I know you're a big connoisseur of playing games in completely different orders. Does that excite you about this one?
I think games are made to be broken, right? I want to see how much can we do that out of order. Like what can we get out of that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the fact that they put it in place in the first place means they probably already knew of a lot of stuff themselves, which I think is really neat, and means that you could have a lot of fun with that one. Well, we're going to keep the fun rolling as well with this next game called PLASMATIC, our first and only VR game here that we're going to be looking at. This comes from developer and publisher Epic VR, and actually comes out next week, June 22nd, 2022.
Hello, I'm Spirit, the heart, brain, and soul of PLASMATIC. You have been randomly chosen from billions of PLASMATIC users and have the honor to repair an electronic PLASMATIC transducer. Remember that during the process you may suffer injuries and chances are you will die. Have fun. I see you have no idea what you are doing. Maybe you should try using PLASMATIC's I have no idea what I'm doing here. It's about time.
That trailer you just watched was not for a movie, despite what the score might sound like. But Plasmatic is a virtual space in which our society has been closed with its own approval. We wake up from it unexpectedly, and our goal is to repair the main simulation core of Plasmatic. You do that in VR through a variety of puzzles. Looked pretty neat to me. Let's start with Edo. What did you find fun out of this trailer?
The fact that it's VR already just blows my mind because I'm just like, I can't imagine. I already, you make mistakes when you play games. Now I'm going to be physically making mistakes in video games.
Just knocking over water bottles and stuff like that, trying.
Whoop, it goes out. There goes the lamp.
Absolutely. TR, have you gotten a chance to try much VR stuff? Does this one jump out for you?
I have not yet tried out any of the VR stuff, but I think what stands out in this game, particularly with VR, is how like there's all sorts of like puzzles around rotating it in like a 3D space, which I think that this game being VR like allows that you couldn't really get in any kind of like normal traditional platform. So I think that's like really interesting.
Yeah, I'm really excited about how they are going to implement new tools and systems. That's one of the things that I saw on the store page itself. It says new tools or systems as game progresses, and you could definitely see in the trailer here that there's just kind of a lot of different mechanisms, and we don't really get to see how all of them play out. But I feel like that's one of the things that we're just gonna have to like find out when we try the demo ourselves.
Yeah, I think VR is such an open playground for puzzle games. Like the ability to look around obstructions while limiting the player's options for movement. It just sounds like a super neat concept for a designer of puzzles to work with. And I can only imagine that any designer is going to want to take that to the 10th degree, and just explore everything they possibly can with it. So we don't know a whole lot after watching this trailer. And I think that is a good way to do it for a puzzle game. Because how do you show off a puzzle game without spoiling all the puzzles, right?
That's true.
You don't want to do that.
That is entirely true. And the whole question from, that the store page actually asks you is, how bad can society become due to technology constantly improving? And I feel like that is something that you'll find out as you play more. So I definitely want to see how like the whole everybody opts into this utopian society and how that affects the gameplay as it goes on. I was getting kind of like Portal vibes from that.
Definitely Portal vibes.
Yeah, how important, I'm curious, we're going to kind of rapid fire this across our panelists here. How important for you is the story in a puzzle game? Or are you more just like, I just want the puzzles. I don't really even care. TR, let's start with you.
I think in its core, you can have a puzzle game with no story, but the story is what gets you hooked, right? The story is what makes you want to keep playing, get to the next puzzle, like forget that you've been playing the game the entire day and it just kind of goes by. So I think the story is core for like getting the actual play experience to get you through the puzzles. Yeah.
Assuming you're agreeing on that, it sounds like.
I'm agreeing because I'm thinking about Portal again. I mentioned Portal before, but I feel like I love the puzzles in Portal but the story was what really kept me hooked, and I feel like that's what would happen with Plasmatic as well.
Edo, same line of thinking here.
Well, the thing is, what's so great about puzzles is that it can take any form. Like if you've ever played Picross, it's really about creating a picture and then not necessarily a story, but you can still enjoy it. It's chill. It's such a nice kind of like, have a breather in the gaming life that's, modern gaming and stuff like that. And the thing is, when you do have a story, it's got to be so well put together. And from seeing some of these, obviously, they're hitting the nail on it. There's obviously some with things with mystery, some things with obviously a story about a place, lab testing, stuff like that, adventure. And I think what works well is that using puzzles to bring it all together. It is literally putting the pieces together and figuring out the story.
Yeah, I feel like for me, a good story can totally elevate a puzzle game. And a kind of like more mediocre or rough story doesn't even really bring it down that much. So I really appreciate when devs are just like, let's just throw stuff at the wall. Let's try it. I love the little hints that we've gotten so far for Plasmatic, and I'm curious to know more. I might have to pick up a VR setup myself so I can actually try this one.
Awesome. Well, that concludes our puzzle block, everybody. We are out of puzzles to share with you today, but before we go, I would like to say a very, very, very warm thank you to our two panelists, Edo Bean and Test Runner. Thank you so much for lending your expertise. Test Runner, tell me where everyone can find you.
I stream on Twitch on Test Runner, and I mostly play, I guess, puzzle games and Pokemon Unite. Good luck.
Wait, did you just say good luck? Why is that good luck?
Well, my schedule is difficult. You're going to have to solve that one.
That's a puzzle in its own, in its own right. Yeah. Edo Bean, where can people find you as well?
Well, obviously, you can find me on Twitch, Edo Bean, and as well as on my YouTube. I know my time schedule has also been a little bit difficult, but I try. I play loads of random games, from retro games to new ones. Pokemon, Kirby, Nintendo. You're going to see a lot of Nintendo games. But whenever I want to do puzzles, it's going to be Picross, or I'm going to be spending every 10 minutes of Tetris Attack speedruns.
I like how our panelists are breaking the fourth wall with the puzzles here. Like they're puzzles just to figure out when to see them. It's like Edo trying to escape the camera frame during the Escape Academy one. It's all over the place. Well, thank you so much. We unfortunately have to say goodbye to you now. And Sumi, that pretty much does it for us here today.
Yeah, I mean, we have looked at 4 different genres and even had a special showcase from you about the Steam Deck. And now I just have to say, we've looked at so many different games. What game are you most looking forward to out of all the ones we've taken a look at?
Oh boy, I think you and I are going to have a very similar answer here. I'll leave one of my top ones out of it so you could talk about it for sure. But I really did like Nine Souls a lot. I loved the combat that I got to play in that one. And also Moonscars, I thought the just art style and the looks of the combat from that, I didn't get a chance to actually play the demo yet, but it looks super cool. I'm absolutely excited for that. Like a brief shout out to Zell. I'm cheating. I'm saying too many. How about you, Sumi? What was jumping out for you?
All right, if I were to give the Sumichu Award to one of the games, they were all fantastic, of course, but if I were to give my Sumichu Award to one, I would say probably Cult of the Lamb. I know that both of us were really, really excited for that game. Definitely creepy, cute, and just a lot of different... It's just like... It's super action-packed, and yet it's super chill and super cute and like base building kind of thing, which I'm always a fan of. And of course, it's from one of our friends, Devolver Digital, who has supported a lot of GDQs in the past. And they've always put out some really great games that we've gotten to preview as well. So definitely excited for Cult of the Lamb. And I'm always a fan of multiplayer games. So like, I would probably say out of all of those, I'd probably say TopplePOP would probably be one of my favorites because I just love a game that I could play with friends. And that just looks like it has so many different ways to enjoy it, different gameplay modes, daily challenges, global leaderboards. Like there's just so many ways to enjoy a game like that with high replay value. So I feel like I could get a lot of mileage out of that game as well. Mm-hmm. And
I in terms of multiplayer as well, you suck at parking for me. It's like you said, very golf with your friends, so it's the kind of game that you could just boot up and have fun with any day of the week, especially if you, after a long day of work or something, maybe you need to get just some friends to hang out and have some fun. Looked super fun. But remember, folks, hey, if you got different picks, let us know in the chat there. But also, don't forget that you can go and check out every single one of these games that we showed today and hundreds more in the Steam client. Download the demo for them right now. And don't forget to wishlist them after you play it if you want to be notified when that game comes out. And also, hey, if you're somebody who kind of hunts on the discounts and everything, you absolutely will get notified when those games go on sale as well. And it helps out the developers. So it's just a good way to keep a curated list for yourself.
Yeah. Now, J Hobbs, we're kind of at the end now, so it's goodbye for both you and me. But tell the audience where they can find you.
Yeah, so I am a little bit harder to find on my numbers and name, like letters are all over the place. So the easiest way, just go to Google, search for J Hobbs, JHOBZ, and I should be basically the top 3 links there because cool. I don't know how that happened, but I'm very happy about it. And I tend to stream a lot of days a week, but I'm also on twitch.tv/gamesdonequick. every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern with my good buddy Keyzeron, where we tackle a whole bunch of different games. We often jump into a lot of the games we end up seeing here. So if you want to see how people try to speedrun games that they've never speedrun before, they don't know anything about, they just try to improvise to the best of their ability, you should check us out there. Again, Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. How about you, Simi?
Cool. Well, you could pretty much find me almost anywhere on like Twitch and Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that as @Sumichu. I think my name is like down here, or if I mirrored or something, it'd be on the other side. But you can find me there. And you can also see a lot of us actually at Summer Games Done Quick, which is coming up at the end of this month. So for those of you who are interested in speedruns of a lot of different games as well, you can check us all out there, twitch.tv/gamesdonequick. But yeah, I believe that's it for us, J-Hobbs. For all of you who have watched, thank you so much for tuning in. And remember that Next Fest is going on from June today, 13th, to the 20th. And yeah, you can check out hundreds of games, watch developer live streams, and chat with teams about their games that are all in progress. And they will all be coming soon to Steam. Check out demos, wishlist games, talk to the devs, and enjoy this year's Steam Next Fest.
Bye.